How you going, YouTube? So just an update on my 2-foot planted aquarium. It's been a while. So since the last update, sort of major changes. I was running an inline CO2 diffuser, but I was finding it was using the CO2 far too quickly, just because you have to maintain that really high pressure to diffuse inline, and it must have just gotten blocked over time and it really wasn't working effectively. So now I've just replaced it with your standard glass diffuser, and I've barely used any CO2 in, say, 3 weeks or so, so I'm really happy with how that's worked out. And everything's growing really well. So I've added some water sprite, or wisteria here. That's sort of the first time I've had success with this plant. A few times I've got it from the local fish store and I've just had it die off on me. So this time, yeah, I've got some quite good growth out of it. I'm really liking the way it's looking. It's going to fill in and hide that lily pad really well. So I trimmed back the Ludwigia. Oh no, I've got some Ludwigia, sorry. Just in the middle there to replace that baby tears that I did have. It looked too similar to the plant I've got at the back. What else have I done? Oh yeah, so I added some little Rasboras, little Rasbora maculata. So these little red guys, they've coloured up really well since I've got them. I'm really enjoying the little guys. Still got the Cories and the old Odosynclus, still doing well. Cories, as always, hidden in the back here. So my Japanese hydrocotyle, it didn't really carve it too well, but it has started to grow up. Just looking quite good. I did, as a bit of an experiment, wrap some around the plant here. Around the wood, sorry, and it's grown really well, and now it's all sort of creeping back down here. It doesn't look too bad. I will trim it soon because it is looking a bit rough. So as you can see, the crips are going nuts compared to what they were. Doing really well. Hairgrass is carpeting nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thin out this stuff at the back here, because that's all still dwarf hairgrass, so it will all carpet like this. So I'm going to break that out, and then plant some true hairgrass there to give it a bit more height and make it sort of a nice gradient up there. Also, future plans put just some white coloured sand in the middle here to make kind of a nice path in sort of under the wood. Storage iron repens is going really well. I'm really happy with this now. The colour in it's awesome, and look how dense that is. I haven't been replanting or trimming or anything. That's just filling out on its own. Super happy with that. So pretty happy. I also trimmed the plants at the back here a lot. So if you sort of look down, you can see that they're getting really good new healthy growth. I have changed the supplements I was adding, so I'm adding more phosphates now, which is probably why I'm getting this algae growing on the wood, but I really sort of like the look of it. You see on this side, it just looks awesome. It makes the tank look really grown in and sort of old. So I'm thinking a bit more light to help the carpeting plants out might help. So maybe get some better bulbs, some better T5 bulbs, but otherwise, that's the tank. Let me know your feedback, what you think if I should make any changes or what I should do. But otherwise, that's going pretty well. Problem with these plants in the corner here, the Ambulia, I'm finding they're not the best aquascaping plants. As to cut them, you basically have to cut the tops off and replant it. So it's not very dense. I'd much rather just chop the tops off and have it regrow from the main root base. So I'm not all that happy with it. So I will be, I think, replacing that in the near future when I find a suitable plant. As you can see, they're super bright, those red guys. Really happy with them. So I'm just feeding them brine shrimp and the Aquarium micro pellets, and they're doing fine. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.